watching Silky Way TV channel. I am Iskandar Aklbayev and this is Central Asia in Focus. From new cross-border economic zones to expanding global partnerships and national space ambitions, the region is pushing forward on multiple fronts. Let's get started. A major international trade and economic park is planned to be built on the border of area of Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. It's going to be called Dostuk. The park is set to cover a total area of 100 hectares, becoming a multifunctional hub including administrative, logistics, industrial, commercial, tourism and recreational zones. The project is projected to create more than 5,000 jobs. The Kyrgyz officials emphasize that the park is designed to strengthen trade and logistics links, attract investment and expand economic opportunities across three countries. Beyond its economic role, Dostuk is also expected to support cultural and humanitarian cooperation through international exhibitions, festivals and events highlighting the shared heritage of the Silk Road. Kyrgyz President Sadur Japarov noted that successful implementation of the project will require close cooperation among all three participating states, adding that the park could become a major platform for trade and investment, as well as a symbol of trust and regional unity in Central Asia. Brazil and Kazakhstan are exploring new agricultural cooperation projects, including the potential of cultivation of organic soybeans across Central Asian steppes. The initiative was discussed by Brazilian Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira during a business forum in Astana, where he highlighted growing interest from both sides in modernizing Kazakhstan's agricultural sector and expanding bilateral cooperation. According to Vieira, farmers from Kazakhstan and Brazil are already examining joint pilot projects ranging from organic soybean production in Central Asia to the introduction of advanced animal embryo technologies in Kazakhstan. He also noted Brazil's interest in expanding fertilizer trade with Kazakhstan and expressed support for country's ambition to position itself as a leading agricultural hub in Central Asia, contributing to regional food security and global exports. Uzbekistan is moving closer to launching its first national space mission, with plans to send its first domestic astronaut into space by October 2028, coinciding with the International Space Congress in Samarkand. The announcement was made by the Uzbek Space Agency. They noted that the planned mission will be short-term, lasting between 10 and 14 days. Preparations are currently underway in cooperation with international partners, with negotiations ongoing with the United States, Russia and China regarding training and mission opportunities. All three sides have expressed readiness to collaborate. The selection process for the candidate will be conducted by the government commission under a national space program. Potential spacemen are required to be between 27 and 40 years old, meet specific physical criteria, hold a university degree, and know foreign languages. The selected astronaut will undergo training in one of the partner countries. Officials emphasize that the mission will not include spacewalks, as such operations are reserved for longer duration expeditions, but the flight is expected to include scientific experiments and deliver tangible research results upon return. Friends forever, enemies never. That is now the defining slogan of China-Tajikistan relations, as the two countries signed a landmark treaty on internal friendship, good neighborliness and cooperation. The agreement signed by the leaders of Tajikistan and China marks a major upgrade in bilateral ties and sets out a broad framework for long-term cooperation across politics, trade, investment, culture and security. A total of 31 new cooperation documents were also concluded following high-level talks, reinforcing what both sides describe as a comprehensive strategic partnership. Alongside the diplomatic package, Tajikistan and Chinese companies signed investment agreements worth more than $8 billion, highlighting the economic weight behind expanding relationship. The United Nations General Assembly has adopted by consensus a resolution titled Peaceful Resolution of Border Disputes initiated by Kyrgyzstan. The resolution highlights what the countries describe as a historic regional achievement, the ability to resolve sensitive border issues peacefully through dialogue and negotiation, in line with UN Charter and international law. It also frames the Central Asian experience as a potential model for a wider international community, showcasing a framework for good neighborliness and cooperative diplomacy that contributes to a global peace and security. The Kyrgyz officials say the adoption of the resolution served as a further recognition of the region's progress in resolving long-standing disputes that had remained unresolved for decades through diplomatic means. The Kyrgyz officials say the adoption of the resolution served as the further recognition of the region's progress in resolving long-standing disputes that had remained unresolved for decades through diplomatic means. Those were the main development of Central Asian region. Stay with Silkway TV channel to find out more.